Hi, today I want to talk about the lessons of the Ukraine. It isn't so much that the United States is too weak militarily to do anything about what's going on there. It's that Obama is too weak personally to stymie Putin in the game of one-on-one diplomacy. You know, I'm reminded of 1961 when Kennedy and Khrushchev met only a few months after Kennedy took office. And Khrushchev met with a president who was really unprepared, unsure of himself, and didn't really know how to handle himself yet. And Khrushchev came away with the impression, I can boss this kid around. He's 41 years old, 42, doesn't know what he's doing. I can get away with stuff. And that led to the Berlin crisis, which in turn led to the Cuban Missile Crisis, which damn near blew up the world. And I think that Putin has sized up Obama as a cream puff and as somebody who is as impotent and as unable to act as Europe is. Europe essentially has never recovered from World War I. And the whole Munich-like attitude in Europe of appeasement and lack of military strength and never negotiating with force in mind has really begun to infect Obama's worldview. Not only is he turning us into Europe domestically, he's also turning us into Europe globally. And remember that that is the same Europe that let Hitler march all over it, only to be bailed out by a resolute Britain and the United States. It's not just that Obama has cut the force levels down to 500,000 in the Army, and it's slated to go down to 420, smallest army since before World War II. It's that the whole attitude of the administration is, we're not going to deploy troops in any major way anytime soon. And the world can kind of do what it wants. The United States is going to remain impotent and on the sidelines. What we should be doing is a whole series of measures to bolster Ukraine. We should have a military aid package of equipment flowing there. We should send in advisors to help, trainers to help beef up their army, and to put at least a nominal American presence on the ground in Kiev, so that Russia has to think twice before they do anything serious. Remember, Russia has not invaded Crimea with a massive divisions and tanks and the whole bit. They sent in some gunmen. They sent in some troops that were based there anyway in some of the naval bases. And with a very nominal presence, they seem to have recaptured Crimea, a southern part of the Ukraine. The United States could have matched that. The United States also could have gotten Poland and nations of Eastern Europe and some of Western Europe to send in people. You could really create a robust commitment to Ukraine that would force Putin to back down. But this president doesn't understand force. You know, it all boils down to something Bismarck once said. He said, diplomacy without force is like music without instruments. Thanks a lot.